It is on to the Cardinals. Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. APW Sports signing in for another Chicago Bears preview as we head into week 9 of the NFL season. As the Bears, coming in at 4-3, are slated to travel on the road to Arizona to take on the Arizona Cardinals. And I'm going to do this again this year. I've been kind of slacking on it, but I asked you guys in my post tab on my channel, who's going to win this game? And 76% of you went with the Chicago Bears to win this game. Make sure you guys stay tuned towards the end so we can see if I agree with you guys or not. But it's time to get into the preview, predictions, and key matchups and everything within this ball game. But without further ado, let's dive into it. First, we're going to talk about the Chicago Bears offense versus the Arizona Cardinals defense. Now, the Bears coming to this game at 16th at points per game, scoring over 23.3 points a game. And we're talking about Cardinals defense that is 24th in points, that gives up 25.5 a game. Now, the one thing coming into this matchup that I think is going to be the key is, can the Bears start fast? Now, we've seen the past couple of weeks, Bears offense starts out so slow, whether it was against Jacksonville, whether it was last week against the Washington Commanders, whether it was times against the Carolina Panthers. This Bears offense just has a tendency to start slow. And this week, one thing I'm going to look to see is, can this Bears offense, number one, make some scoring drive on their opening drive, whether it's field goal or touchdown, get a couple of first downs early, get the offense in rhythm early, because I think if the Bears are able to get their offense rolling early against the Cardinals defense, that I personally, this Cardinals defense is not the best. It's 26 against the pass, it's 26 against the run. So when we're talking about them, it's just not a very good defense as it is. The other thing that I'm looking forward to Bears versus the Cardinals offense defense is, can number one, the Bears get DeAndre Swift rolling a little bit earlier so that can set up so much of what they can do in the passing game. We seen last week against the Commanders, the Bears, they really didn't throw the ball very well, probably until, the fourth quarter. Arizona's defense did play solid against the Chargers defense last week the Chargers offense last week, which is a solid offense. I'm not going to compare it as far as weaponry goes to the Bears and what the Bears can bring. But this Cardinals defense, one player we always got to look out for is Budda, who I think is one of the premier safeties in the league. Sean Murphy-Bunting at that quarter position can do some things. Mack Wilson Sr. at that linebacker position, I'm really liking what they can do. Now, they do have Naquan Jones and Roy Lopez, two of their defensive tackles, questionable for this ball game. I think even with Braxton Jones and Tevis Jenkins questionable for the Bears on our own end, I'm looking for them to kind of pound the rock against the defensive front and the Cardinals that, number one, lacks depth. Number two, is already dealing with injuries when we're talking about Jones, Lopez, and former Bear Bilal Nichols. And they have Tonga, another former Bear, as well as a depth piece on their defensive line. Zaven Collins and Collier to rush the passer, but not big on them. So one thing the Bears, I'm looking for a key. The Bears have to run the football. They've been a lot better this past couple of weeks, despite them ranking 19th. And I think a lot of that was due to the slow start earlier in the year. Passing game, Bears kind of dropped a little bit. They ranked 28th after a bad performance last week. But one thing I'm going to look for also with the passing game is, can they get Kmet involved? Because last week, Kmet was just an ineffective, or a piece that was just non-existent. That is going to be key to a successful passing game. We've seen games where if Kmet gets targets and Kmet is involved, that changes so much within his offense. And last week, we seen the effect that Kmet can have when he's not involved. It's a different offense. I think when you're taking advantage of the middle of the field with the matchups that Kmet can create and the matchups that he can have an advantage of, that is going to open up things for Keenan. That's going to open up things for DJ, and that's going to open up things for Rome. So when Caleb Williams is able to distribute the football and not focus on so much of the outside. And another thing I want the Bears to do in this ball game, they ran too many bunch formation. Now, when you watch that game against the Commanders, they did not spread the defense out. You're going to have to spread the defense out to counteract what you can do in the running game, to help create some lanes, to help create some separation for your wide receivers, instead of having everything bunched up and then you're still trying to run a football in bunch formations. And it's not like it was a few bunch formations here and there to kind of, get some different looks for your defense, for the defense. And the Bears ran so many bunch formations. I was thinking and this is before, I remember before they scored the touchdown against the DeAndre Swift rushing touchdown, I literally was about to tweet, why are the Bears running so many bunch formations? Why is Shane Waldron running so many bunch formations and not spreading the defense out? That is one thing they are going to have to do to get those weapons open, to get them involved, is not having in so many of these bunch formations. Spread the defense out, make them defend the whole 53 great yards and blades of grass on the field. That is going to make so much of an advantage for your offense. If they are able to do that, I can see this team having some success against the Arizona Cardinals defense that honestly is not very good. And the Bears have the weaponry, despite the injuries to Jeff Jones and Jenkins. They are going to have to take advantage of those and spread the Arizona Cardinals defense out, make them defend the entire field. That is another thing I'm looking for in this ballgame. Today's video is brought to you by Cellular C4. This is a product that I personally used before I even decided to partner with them. And the first thing I got introduced to was the energy drinks by C4. This right here is a fruit punch flavor. They have many other flavors. They have popsicle flavors that just dropped. They have Skittles, Starburst, all the type of flavors that you want. To help you get started with your day, you can wake up in the morning before you start your day and drink you one of those. And also before you get that workout in, when it's workout day, you can take you some pre-workout to help you get the boost in your workout. All the products, 0 sugar, low calories. This is a great product to take you in your workouts and your journey on fitness to the next level. And I am happy to partner with a product that I was already using in my own personal life. And I will leave my code in the description below to save you guys 20% on your first purchase of C4, of their workouts. They even have muscle recovery to help boost after workouts. They have so many supplements and things to help you on your fitness journey. And you can get yours today in the description below. Click the link and use my code APW Sports to help you save 20%. And again, the links are in the description below, and use the code APW Sports to save you 20% on your purchase. Now, it is time to get back into the video. Now it's time to talk about the Bears defense versus the Cardinals offense. Now, the Bears defense ranks 4th in the league in points when we're giving up only 17 points a game versus the Arizona Cardinals offense that comes in ranked 18th that scores 22 points a game. Now, the one thing that I've been seeing from this Cardinals offense that I say has been their biggest addition or his biggest asset is the running game with James Conner and Kyler Murray. I've enjoyed what James Conner has been able to do with this Cardinals rushing attack, which ranks 7th in the NFL. Now, throwing the football, it's been a hit or miss, and I've always said, even if you watch some of my earlier videos, Kyler Murray is a guy that is very inconsistent as far as throwing the football. He has some weapons, whether it's Marvin Harrison Jr. from the Ohio State University, Michael Wilson and Greg Dortch, Trey McBride at that tight end position. I think he creates so many mismatches with his ability to catch the football, with his ability for route running at the tight end position. And I think Edwards and Edmunds, they are good in pass coverage, but I think what Trey McBride brings is going to be a whole nother challenge. Now, one thing you're going to have to defend is the ability of Kyler Murray to run the football. We seen it with Jaden Daniels last week with his ability to take off and run the football with an athletic guy at the quarterback position, even though I think Jaden Daniels as a passer is a little bit better than what Kyler Murray is, and I'm just going to be honest. Kyler Murray can beat you throwing the football, but the key to this Bears team in coming into this game, and I think the presence of Jaquan Brisker and the presence of Kyler Gordon, if they are able to go this week, is going to make a huge difference. Now, Montez Sweat comes into this game questionable, and we know he is a big asset to this defense. Now, one thing I will say about this Bears defensive front is we haven't been getting consistent pass rush from the edge. Sweat has been making a difference, but on the opposite side, DeMarcus Walker has played the run well, but I just don't see the Bears getting consistent pressure on the quarterback. And I think they kind of beat us last week against the Commanders is we didn't get a consistent amount of pressure on Daniels. Now, I'll give Daniels credit. He escaped, but that is the same thing that you're going to do with Kyler Murray. Are the Bears going to put a little bit of a spy on him, whether it's Edwards or Edmunds, who are athletic linebackers that can move around and fly around the football field and make plays? So the athletic ability of Kyler Murray, I think, is going to make a big difference. The Cardinals' offensive line has been solid with Paris Johnson Jr. at their left tackle from The Ohio State University. But I also believe that I love what I'm seeing from Dexter and Billings on the interior of the Bears front with the rushing defense that ranks 14th. They have been playing better against the run these past couple of weeks, and the passing defense that dropped to 11th after last week. But we all know, I think Jaylon Johnson should be on Marvin Harrison a little bit more, and we know what Jaylon Johnson has done in coverage is, I think, one of the premier lockdown corners that we have in football. The presence of Brisker and Gordon, if they are both healthy and able to go, would make a huge difference in a ball game like this. And the one thing that's going to be key for this Bears defense, create turnovers. We didn't do any last week, and I think that hurt us. Outside of we know what happened. Creating turnovers would change ball games, and when the Bears create turnovers, they're able to win football games. So in a game like this, I need the Bears to create some turnovers, and Kyler Murray is a little bit prone to have his own turnovers, whether it's interceptions, whether it's bad decisions, bad throws, or fumbles. This team, Kyler Murray, is prone to turn the football over, and if the Bears can take advantage and turn the football over from the Cardinals, that gives them, I think, a better shot to win the game versus last week when we didn't create any of those major changing play turnovers. And rather flipping the field, giving your offense a better chance to win the game. We need these Bears defense to create turnovers as Byard has been playing some good football. I expect Stevenson to bounce back after last week. We're interested to see how this secondary is going to hold up if their guys are going to be healthy. And I want some extra pass rush on Murray outside of Montez Sweat. But with all that said, I am going to go with the Chicago Bears to win this game with a score of 17-14. I think this is going to be a low-scoring game because, number one, the Bears offensively, I just don't trust them to have consistency, but I do trust them to run the football effectively, which they have been doing over the last 4 to 5 games, which is running the football effectively with Sweat and Roschon Johnson in goal line situations. And I expect this Bears defense to take advantage of some of the inconsistencies of Kyler Murray, whether it's throwing the football or running the football, create some turnovers, get some pressure. We know Kyler Murray is going to have some of those plays where he's just going to beat us with our legs. I'm not going to lie. We know Kyler Murray can do that. He's been doing that for the last couple of weeks with this Cardinals offense. Marvin Harrison Jr. has been involved, but I want to see Jaylon Johnson more on him, and I think we're going to see a little bit of more him on him as the Bears defensively make some adjustments. Offensively, I think we have to start fast, and I do expect them to start fast in this ball game, be better within the opening quarter in few series, but I just don't expect it to be a high-scoring game with the Bears struggling a little bit offensively and with the Cardinals' inconsistency on both sides of the football, especially them defensively. So I will pick the Bears to win this game 17-14 on the road, and the Bears get their first true road victory in what seems like forever. That's all I have. Leave you guys' thoughts in the comment section down below. Like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. APW Sports signing out. Make sure you guys stay safe. Have a great and excellent day, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.